Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We have a lot to get through today, so we're going to jump right into it. Last night, we've been playing a little bit with the red deck, a little Red Riding Hood, I'm going to call it. She hopped us, or rode us right into Platinum with relative ease and, pretty good speed as well. We didn't take all week to get there. It's just a couple hours there. So that was really nice. But first off, today we're going to look at Simic Arkbow. And this is a deck I'm really struggling to play. Even though on paper it should work really well, I'm just, I think, having bad draws. However, we're going to see if we can change that here this morning. And yeah, so we have 4 Llanowar Elves. This is just the standard 1 mana tap creature. Fblthp, the Lost. So when he comes into the battlefield, you draw a card. But if he comes into the battlefield from our library, we're going to draw 2 cards. So we're going to be trying to Arkbow this quite often if we don't get anything else that we want, just for the random draw, right? We have the 4 Tricksters as well, so this is coming in and tapping an opponent's creature with Flash, and it'll also lose its abilities. Incubation Druid. So this is a 0/2 mana tap creature for 2, and you can adapt it for 5, and then you're going to be getting 3 force instead of 1. And that's great. Here's our Arkbow. So you can pay X and tap, you discard a card, and then you look at X cards at the top of your library, and you can pay a creature card with a converted cost less than X. And then you put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. So you basically have Flash with your creatures with this as well. So it's super nice being able to play your creatures at the end of your opponent's end step. When Exclusion Mage enters the battlefield, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. This is for cost 3, and we have 4 of them. So this is just bouncing it back to their hand, slowing them down a little bit. Tempest Caller. When Tempest Caller enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls. This is what I'm struggling to utilize. I am not getting enough creatures on the battlefield to be able to tap my opponent's field to make use of it. This is one of my more favorite cards of this deck. Frilled Mystic. Flash. When Frilled Mystic enters the battlefield, you may counter target spell. So that's a counter plus a creature for 4. I think great value. 3 Dream Eater. Flash Flying. When Dream Eater enters the battlefield, surveil 4, which is helpful because then when we're Arkbowing, we know what's there. When you do, you may return target non-land permanent from opponent controls to its owner's hand. So this is got Flash again, and it's bouncing a creature back to their hand, and it's got Flying, which is nice. Pelka Worm. This is going to give us 7 life when it enters the battlefield, and when it dies, we're going to draw a card. It's quite expensive for 7, but when we're in a bind, we could be Arkbowing for 7 and just digging for this. We did throw some expensive lands in here. You could just do Forest and Islands. The Field of Rune's nice if you run into Skonta, or search for Skonta. Yeah, so what's the count here? 4. Ooh, 8. That's quite a bit. 12. 13 rares and 3 mythics. So a little bit higher budget-wise, but still relatively low. We're gonna try playing it in diamond, or sorry, platinum. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go. There's a good chance we just get burnt alive. So we don't need 2 Arkbows. That's too much. Oh. So we're gonna go turn 2, flip. How do we pronounce that? Fblthp. I'm gonna call him Philip, I believe. So we get our Philip up for a draw. Like to get the Arkbow out right away. So we're just gonna use our health as a little bit of a cushion to start. Eventually I will chomp block with Philip because we have another. I would like to see possibly a couple flyers added to the deck somehow. I'm not sure there's any Simic flyers though. That'd be cool. A creature that when you adapted it, it gained flying. That would be great. So we'll sacrifice our Philip. Just keep building. Oh, we should have blocked with Philip again. My bad. So we could potentially pull a Frilled Mystic. Not sure I want to counter that though. We're gonna look for one anyways, just so we can demonstrate how it's working. Let's discard our Arkbow. Just immediately gets removed.
Let's see if you're worthy. Let's do this again.
Well, should have kept our second Arkbow, I guess. Block with Philip. Play the lands. Draw a card. Incubation Druid, which is at least sub attack, I guess. Oh.
My newest friend.
Vivian's able to look at the top 4 of her library and pull a creature card out of it. The rest go on the bottom. That's not working. I think the general idea, though, is we're trying to Arkbow things with flash onto the field, basically. Or, well, they wouldn't have flash, but they would with Arkbow. Like, if it was his turn, we could put, I think, the one that taps them all out, and then it's not attacking that turn. So that might gain us some time here. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired today. So we'll leave our tap land in. We'll pull out our elf. Just because now we can still Incubation Druid. So we're going to try to counter him this turn. This Dreadhorde Arcanist is very good. When Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde's power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost, and then you're going to exile it. So he's going to kick us with Shivan's Fire, which is total bait, but we don't want to lose our Incubation Druid. So he's going to gain a little bit because he did bait our counterspell. However, he's casting this for free. So that's actually really good. And totally our bad. Except now we lose our Frilled Mystic, which I'm actually okay with. Okay, so Electrostatic Field, this is maybe a weird addition to this deck. Pop that to his hand so he's not attacking next turn. And we'll continue to build. Now we're just looking for an Arkbow. Gutter Snipe, that is... Well, maybe the Arcanist is a weird addition. Definitely start adapting. we're gonna go full control. It's our opponent's turn now, so we're gonna play this. And we're gonna tap his Gutter Snipe and lose his abilities. And now we go out of full control. And it's his turn. So for full control, you're pressing Control Shift or Shift Control, and then you're gonna be resolving things step by step instead of automatically skipping. Because sometimes you need that, like right now. Because if I would let it go, it would have been his draw, and then he could have immediately cast a spell. Oh my lord. We need something to break through my friend's defenses here, which could be our Dream Eater, I suppose, for flying. And we also have, I'm not sure the name of it, the blue card for 4 that taps everyone. He just has so much damage on the field. Okay, so we're going to need to keep that. And we'll counter his next play. We should counter his next instant or sorcery. I mean, there's value there. But maybe not enough. Interesting. So we're just sacking that old Phillip again for a new draw. So we're still good here. Definitely, we are just searching for an Arkbow. Then at least we can dig for Plaka Worm? Or Pelka? Palaka? I'm not sure. Okay, so we have a 1/1 with haste coming out. Oh, he's grabbing mana. Oh. Can't be blocked. So that's interesting. He just needs 19 more turns of that.
My friend is here to help you.
So we're going to counterspell that along with the triggers of 5 extra damage. What? So we need full control in that so we could counter before it triggered, I guess. That's upsetting to me. We have too much mana for this even to make sense at this point. So what we could bring into this, I know it's unorthodox because it is a budget deck, but I think it's pretty common. Mythic. Finality, I think. The green one. This is brutal. But he's going to beat us just because we're locked into a stalemate because we can't find an Arkbow. So he's going to kill us next turn with that. Can we use it first turn? Oh, we have no card to discard. Shit. Well, there it was. We seen it. I'm going to do a quick edit. Well, it's not 7+ actually. Where is it? Final Devastation. Search your library and graveyard for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less. Put it into the battlefield and shuffle your library. If X is more than 10, creatures you control get plus XX and gain haste until end of turn, which isn't enough without trample. We need one of them. And I'm thinking we sub out a Tempest Caller. Arkbow the Phoenix isn't actually any good, so we won't do that. Or the Phoenix, the Hydra. The Craxus. So we do have, like I said, unlimited mana in this deck. So it'll be fun to play the Dream Eater. Especially so quickly. I think we could turn 3 Dream Eater. Oh no. Definitely not anymore. And it wouldn't because we'd have to adapt. Keep with the curve though, even though he's just going to burn us. Oh no. Gruul deck. Okay, so we're keeping that. Getting rid of the lightning. We will pop his creature to his hand. Throw our elf in. And coming over for 3. This is already working a lot better. We do want to pull that Arkbow though. Okay, so Legion War Boss. Very good card. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will it use itself? It does use itself. That's great. We're obviously going to attack for 2 because he won't trade. Okay. We are going to Dream Eat him next turn. Right? Get rid of this little riot friend here. He's not being able to find much value out of the War Boss. Arkbow's staying. Incubation Druid is staying. Now we're over for 5. He's taking a War Boss for a Frilled Mystic. I mean, that's not good, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was a little easier. He did seem to get mana messed a little bit though. Okay. See if we can scoop out a win here. It's 7:14 a.m. Got up pretty early this morning. So I don't like this hand. Got like a little patch of sun right in my face. So we're playing mono red aggro. Just got a lava runner and lay up the stage, which makes me very sad. Oh no. I've not seen this. Human Wizard, discard a card, draw a card. Sacrifice him, deal 4 damage to target creature. So we're just gonna, if he doesn't have a lightning bolt. Which he did. Excuse me. Still triggers, hey? So, I think he's in a better situation. I have Tempest Caller, but nothing to attack with. Plenty of lands. Nothing to put on the field. We really would like an Arkbow. So much land. He's 2 Gutter Snipes, so he's doing an additional 4 damage with every instant or sorcery. Maybe just instant, but nonetheless. No, instant or sorcery. So he's going to be eating us alive. Shock does 6 damage. And he can sacrifice his other gentleman for 4. You know it's got to be done. If I wouldn't have blocked, it would have been me. And we still get the kill. It's not enough. That's the win. Pop in to do some edits. We are looking for Chamber Growth Guardian. I feel like he's almost an absolute necessity to this. And I'm having a hard time working in. It will even drop our friend the worm, just as a sign of good faith to the rare gods. So we're seeing a few edits here now. We've got Growth Chamber Guardian ×4 and Final Growth, I believe. I'm not sure what it is. Final Devastation is what it is, actually. The green X for 2 mythic. So you're getting to search your library for X, pull out a creature card, and then if X is 10 or more, all your creature cards get +X and haste. For having 4 Arkbows, we're really, really having time digging it out. Oh, my turn. I didn't even realize, and I played the wrong land because I was off guard there. I'm sorry. A little of a slow start, but we've got nothing to ramp into anyways. And I'd rather him burn Philip than our mana tap creatures. Cool. Just such a frightening card sometimes, Philip. It's like, you're lost? No, I'm lost. I gotta leave. Start with our Llanowar elves. Looks like we are playing a Boris deck. Obviously, he's right pimped out about it. So he only has 2 land, I believe, or they're all plains. Absolutely, we will adapt. I'm worried he's got a shock. Why is it just sitting there? I like how it just does it for so long. Let's see what this guy's got. Feathered, big surprise. I think feathered things belong in their hand. No, we want that and we don't want this. Okay, so we found our Arkbow. Feathered goes back to his hand. And we keep pushing with mana. Okay, here's feathered again. Oh, nice. And he gets that back, eh? That's so fun. So here's our Exclusion Mage. Put feather back where it belongs. We're gonna go as far as putting this out. Hitting for 7. And your turn. Okay. This will be a good win if we're able to seal it. Just feather it again. So is he able to kill this? 4 damage. Interesting. Has he got shock potentially? He doubles down. My mouse is just about to die. Just like my incubation druid did. Well, not quite. I was able to put my mouse on the charger. Okay, that's pretty cool. So he sacrifices his feather, which makes me think he has another in his hand. So again, we're coming over for 7, which is just a lot to handle for him, I feel like. This is good. A hard choice, though. I was gonna Arkbow, but I don't want to discard my Exclusion Mage. Just in case. We're gonna get our Surveil. Oh, we don't have the land for it. Okay. He can go. Another feathered big surprise. We have a Defiant Strike, but he has no haste. He just wants to draw. I guess he gets that back anyways. But it's whenever he attacks. Oh no, whenever you cast. Oh no, he just gets it. He's just flexing on me. Let me know that he's gonna do like 20 damage next turn. But Exclusion Mage does not care. He says restart the whole process. I think it still triggers Ren. So he gets the kill. And he's gonna kill this immediately too, actually. Nice. Okay, we've seen that coming. That was definitely our bad. Can I go back? Ah, let's do it. Okay, this is actually great. Yeah, we cannot have him attack, because he's gonna just buff it beyond belief. Wow. So we have a good demonstration of the feather deck here. It's our last hope here. So a better match, but still we're really having trouble finishing. Okay, I think this is a lot better. We have a lot of lands, no mana tap, but we still have our Growth Chamber Guardian, so if we can avoid playing a red deck, we may be able to get that battlefield holdout up and allow us to do final devastation. Nice. This guy's a jokester. Take a damage, I guess. That's not threatening. Okay, so this Murmuring Mystic is making 1/1 bird tokens, which is relatively annoying. We were able to get out to discard a card and then countered his draw. So he lost 2 cards there, basically. Yeah, so this is where it gets nasty. The Dream Eater's protecting us from his flyers. Growth Guardian's only going to build. And this equation is not getting better. Okay, we have a double block and a single block. So 2 birds down. I think the Growth Chamber Guardian really added the spice we needed to this deck as far as field placement. It was supposed to be a budget deck, but it's fun to win too, right? So obviously if you don't have 4 Growth Chamber Guardians, 2 will work still pretty efficiently, I think. Just because you're searching after you get the first one out. And then definitely still just rock those blue creatures that tap the whole field if you don't have 4 Growth Chamber Guardians. Oh, what is happening? Final Promise for 3. You may cast up to 1 target instant or sorcery and up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted cost X or less without paying their mana costs. If the card would be cast this way, exile instead. If X is 10 or more, copy that twice. Okay, so a little bit of a pickle here. We can flash him, so we have 4. Do an Arkbow. And we'll do a single Guardian. No attacks for this turn, at least. Okay. Perfect, so we did save ourselves a flying token there. He has no play. He needs to be aggressive and just start attacking. Oh, my mouse died. I can plug it in, but when I do, it kind of jumps around a little bit. I'm not sure what that's about. So we have 4 mana available. I think we're gonna Arkbow and try to tap his creature. We're just gonna do it on our turn. Actually, no, we're not. We have to now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting rid of our Arkbow. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, so we got rid of his token. Nice. So he's essentially getting 2 bird tokens per blue spell. Or is it instant or sorcery? It is instant or sorcery. They can be red. This gentleman's got shock, I know it. However, he just lost 3 blockers, which for me is a lot. Give her a little shuffle. I'm coming over, Frank. So flip will die, which is what we want, because then we can throw him out without having to sacrifice him ourselves, which always feels bad. Yeah, I don't even know. Nice.
Innovation knows no bounds. I will return.
Whoops. Shit. 5, 6, 7, 8 damage here. We big time messed up. We have no flyer to deal with it either. Oof. That was my bad. We just gotta start bouncing these tokens back. Right. Shoot. I'm not sure there's much else we can do. It's just push and push. Hopefully there's no instant or sorcery here. Oh no. Could be a shock. It's hard to say. A lightning bolt, even worse. So that's the win. As close as it's gonna get. I don't know. It's not a bad deck. It's a fun deck to play. And I think there's definitely something to it. We didn't draw any Frilled Mystics, though. That was just bad luck on our part. Yeah, so this is Simic Arkbow. It's seen how it worked a couple times, where you can Arkbow the Exclusion Mage in, kill a token, for example, which is really nice. Incubation Druid buffs up hard, which will hopefully let us do final Devastation. Right? And then we're getting Dream Eaters, and then we just, or Exclusion Mages, and pop all his creatures to his hand and attack with everything because it's got haste. No need for trample even. Yeah, cool. Hope you like this deck. It's a really busy day today. We've got some great big announcements. Congratulations to our first 10 subscribers. They don't know it yet, but they're going to be super, super excited by the end of the day. Yeah, stay tuned. Like the video, drop a comment, and definitely share it out to your friends. Greatly appreciated. Even the next 88 subscribers are going to be pretty happy with themselves, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned. Big announcements today, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning. Bye-bye.